Hey everybody, it's Tanya here. I'm going to do another painting with the Pleiadians today, and it's really bright and sunny right now because the sun is going down, so it's some crazy light shadows happening over here. Isn't that cool? Anyway, as usual, I have no idea what I'm going to paint. I'm going to grab all the different brushes. I've got a pre-mixed color palette ready to go, only because the Pleiadians are one of the few groups who like to have all the colors ready. I don't know why that is, they just do. So that's what I'm going to do. And we'll see what comes out of it, because I have no idea. Other than it's going to probably be really joyful, because that's the way that those guys roll. Anyway, let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. I'm excited. What color are we starting with? Oh, green. I'm going to hold that up. That is the most beautiful pea green with lots of yellow. Love it. And hey, if you're new to the channel, do check out the new group that I created on the Telegram app. It is called Starseed Chat with Tanya, and it's a small little community that's just starting to grow. And you know what? It is filled with people just like you, going through all sorts of different experiences on your spiritual journey. And it is a nice, safe space to come and relax and chat and share a bit about what you're going through, or just connect with other people. So check out the description. There is a clickable link there, or you could just scan that QR code. Okay, now I'm going to bring forward a message from the Pleiadians, and there's a special guest today, actually. I didn't know this was going to happen, and it is actually one of the first times where I've had two different groups come in at the same time in the same session. So the Pleiadians, and then a group of higher light beings who have an incredible message about how to access that inner knowing that you have inside. And they gave a really awesome example on how to do that. So I love when they get hands-on. So here we go. Enjoy the message, and I'll chat with you guys at the end of the video. Hello, hello, hello. We are the Pleiadians, and we are here today to bring you messages of love and support for you in the now moment that you are experiencing when you listen to this transmission. We are here to talk to you about the joy of living, about the accessibility to the higher frequencies and energies that are around you at all times. And yet many of you are finding that you are dwelling in these moments of sadness and despair. And sometimes you are feeling that you are so close to a transition from one state to another, and yet you cannot reach it. And we come to tell you that this is part of the human process. This is part of your journey that you have chosen, part of the energy that you are transmitting and transmuting as a being of light. For you see, as you live these experiences, you begin to do many things. First, you are taking the energy of your experience and you are sharing it with those that are around you. And they are seeing what you are going through, and they are understanding that this is happening on a deeper level. They may not understand it in the conscious mind, but the subconscious mind understands, and the energy begins to transmute. And so you have this experience. You are also beginning to tap into the energy of all, the energy of one, the energy of unity, the consciousness of the planet of which you are part. And do not forget, dear one, that although you are in human form, there is more to the consciousness on Lady Earth Gaia than simply your own and simply that of the other humans. There is a lot of you working together. From the highest points of your atmosphere to the lowest within the oceans and the unexplored depths of which you have not yet discovered, into the earth itself, into the land of the Agarthan, and the other beings that live within the planet, who are helping to raise your consciousness and that of all that are connected. And so as you are having these experiences that you feel are difficult, you are tapping into that energy of that collective consciousness. And so those energies around you that are also feeling low, in a lower vibration, you are connecting with it. And as you tap into that energy and you begin to feel it, and it rolls around in your physical being, and you explore it, and then eventually your mood shifts, and that means you have let it go and you are on to the next experience. And as you are in that lower state, you are actually experiencing it for yourself, but all of those that are around you. And this is how many of you are releasing the energies of lower density around the planet. Do you see? So when you are feeling in these low places, these very despaired places, know that you are also being of service. And we think this is what many of you as light workers and starseeds are having a challenge with. You are feeling that you are doing this alone, but you are also feeling that you are not doing it correctly, whatever the it is, that you are supposed to be operating at a very high frequency at all times. But this is not possible, my friend. This is not even part of the way that the energy works in the planet. As we have discussed previously, the energy that is like a wave. It comes up, it goes down, it comes up, it goes down. The waveform does not always want to be static in one place. And this is the same for you. You are going up, you are going down. Now, of course, this is your perception that up is better and that down is worse, but they are both the same. They are both an experience. So when you are feeling that you are going through these difficult times and you are in the down place and you feel, oh, I am not contributing, I am not allowing my energy to be helping and lifting the planet and those around me, what am I doing wrong? Well, know that you are in fact doing exactly what you are meant to be doing. For you are feeling it for yourself and those around you, but you are also doing it for the collective consciousness. Do you see? Now, we are working today with another energy that is coming through, and we will step aside for a moment, and they will come in to talk to you about more of this topic. Greetings, dear ones. We step forward into this now moment to join with the Pleiadians and bring forward to you a message that speaks to you of this time of transition. As they had spoken previously, many of you are in this moment where you are stepping from one threshold on to the next. This next one of a great awakening, and yet also of work, as you would call it, that is meant to be done. Many of you have been waiting for a plan or an agenda for which to be following. And this is not necessarily required of you. There is within you an innate knowledge of what your role within this matrix is at this time. And we ask you to go within and to understand that you have these answers within you. You have them encoded within your human experience. And the combination of your higher dimensional frequency light being, your spirit being, which is nested into your human body, is what is awakening these codes and activating these codes. And when the two of you are working together in tandem, as you wish to call it, embodiment, your soul embodied in the physical body, then there is an awakening. And this is part of the process you are experiencing. And so when you are looking for answers on where to look, where to move, where to participate, where to activate, all of these answers are within your beingness. It is simply a matter of finding a way to retrieve them. And the simplest way, as has been mentioned by many, and yet we are here to remind you, the simplest way is to find an activity that allows you to retreat within this connection of quietude where the soul and the physical body meet. Now, many of you will find this in the solace of meditation, whether that is to sit still and focus on your breathing until the mind relaxes and the body relaxes, and you begin to ascend up and out of your consciousness into your subconscious, which allows you to tap into higher frequencies and dimensions. And so there is a sensation of going outward, of leaving the body, but you are in fact also going inward and tapping into your innate knowledge. You may also find this connection comes through movement. It may come through creativity. It may come through being static. It may come through movement. It is entirely up to you. And you will know within when you have found the ability to tap into this information. It will feel right. It will feel easy. It will not feel like work. So this is part of the challenge and the joy of being human, is finding that way to access this information. And so when you become still and your beingness goes out and you feel that you are floating or flying, you may feel that you are residing in a particular place, one of your own creation or one that may be new to you, or perhaps even one that you have seen in your waking life that you enjoy, such as being at an oceanside, sitting in a library, doing a craft or activity that you love. And you see this within your mind's eye, and it allows your beingness to be relaxed. And when there is relaxation and trust, this is where the information flows. If you would like a simple activity to retrieve the information of your knowingness, you may use this idea of a library, of sitting within, and within many, many tomes, books, novels, ideas on these shelves. Now, do not confuse this with the Akashic records, for that is the records of your history of energy, of you and all beings. But this rather is a smaller space of your own. It is your own personal store of information that you can access. And so if you imagine that you are in this place and you are looking for information on how to proceed or how to do a particular activity, or perhaps even how to begin, then imagine that you find a book and sit down with your book and imagine every detail. How does it feel to touch this book? How does it look on the shelf? What is the color of the book and the binding? What material is it made of? Is there a title? Is the title raised or perhaps lowered and embossed? Is it in a different color? And you begin to focus on these details. And as you do, you are bringing yourself more into a state of openness, where you begin to allow this information to flow. It is really a matter of becoming able to find the process that allows you to get out of your own way. You see, for as you are a being of infinite knowledge, as you are a being of infinite light, having this experience in the physical body, the two merge together, create their own unique being. And the human, without this merge, without this sensation of being tethered to earth and space and time, whether you call it grounding or whether you call it connecting into the energies or the astral, there is a busyness that the mind likes. The mind wants to make sense of what it does not perceive and what it does not understand, because the mind is tied in to the paradigm of time and feeling that there must be something coming next, when in fact all is happening at the same time. Yet the mind wishes to make more than often is available. The mind likes to see a complexity and create complexity, and this is where the challenge lies for you as a being of light and physicality. It is easy to forget who you are. In fact, there is a large component of that in the way that you are living, so that you may have the human experience that you would not have had in another dimensional reality. And so, in this example of being in your library of your own making, as you begin to focus on the details, it takes you into a deeper state of awareness and allows you to access the information within yourself. And this is the information that you can then take forward into your conscious life, your waking life, and begin to make the changes you wish to see. Whether they are for yourself, whether you call them manifesting or creation, it does not matter. Either way, you are taking this information and moving forward into the experiences that you wish to have. And as a light worker or a starseed or an empath, a way shower, all of these ideas, energies, labels are simply a way for you to know that you are on a path that feels correct to your soul. And as you are wanting to do a more specific task, you can then go within and ask the questions. How do I proceed? Or if you know how you are proceeding and you are becoming hung up on a detail, you can go within and ask, how do I do this particular detail? How do I move forward? And you will always find the answers there. It is simply a matter of finding that access point. And so this is why we bring forward to you these ideas, that they are access points back into remembering what you already carry within. And we like to, like others, remind you that there is no right or wrong. It is an important discernment. It is an important lesson for you to learn, that they are simply experiences, because this is yet another stepping stone into the freedom of beingness as a human embodied with a soul of light. And so we leave that with you today and allow you to take these ideas and play with them and find what suits you and let go of what does not. We thank you for your time and do enjoy the journey, dear ones. And there we have another really interesting painting filled with amazing colors and layers and so many light codes. I just can't believe it. I think this is just an absolutely beautiful piece. Don't forget, you can always watch again and you can feel the energy activating you into those states of being that they were talking about. If it resonates with you or if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments. I love to hear from you guys. And yeah, don't forget to check out my website. That's where I've put all the starseed stuff now. And also sign up for the newsletter for 10% off your first print. Okay, you guys, love you lots. I'll catch you in the next video.